Happy holidays, QVC. I'm Jenna Robbins, Field Executive Training Manager with Estée Lauder. It's the gift-giving season, and today I'll be talking about one of my favorite products to give and receive, fragrance. I'll be sharing some of my favorite Estée Lauder fragrances, who they're for, the notes and ingredients that I love the most, as well as give you some tips on application. Many of you are familiar with Estée Lauder because of our fragrances. But what you may not know is that Mrs. Estée Lauder revolutionized the fragrance industry with her first creation, Youth Dew Bath Oil. How it started? It was 1953, and with the turn of a page in a magazine and seeing a seductive ad of a naked woman preparing her bath, women around the world were enticed to purchase fragrance for themselves, a first that changed the industry forever. How it's going? Today, Estée Lauder is the fragrance authority. This American fragrance house has created countless perfumes loved by women all over the world. So what's the allure with fragrance? Well, it can set the mood, it can change a vibe, and it evokes emotion. Fragrances are also having a big moment in the cosmetic industry right now. Why? Well, because women know what Mrs. Estée Lauder instinctively knew. Whether we want to wear fragrance just to relax or feel more feminine, perhaps to escape to an exotic location or recall a memory we hold dear in our hearts, fragrances are powerful. The first fragrance I'm going to talk about was a limited edition fragrance only available in the spring until Estée Lauder customers pleaded, please bring it out year round. Behold, Bronze Goddess. So who's it for? Well, if summer is your season and vacationing is your vibe, Bronze Goddess is for you. What's noteworthy? Coconut, warm amber and sandalwood, and a lush tropical flower called tiare. My first tip for you is when you're wearing fragrance, that you avoid bruising the fragrance. So if you spray and then rub your wrists together, you're actually crushing the natural oils in the scent. So let your fragrance fall gently on your skin and open up naturally. My next fragrance is Estée Lauder's best-selling fragrance, Beautiful Belle. This fragrance is inspired by love and that love breaks all rules. Who wears this? Well, you probably have a signature look when it comes to your makeup. You definitely have a signature style in the way you dress, and you prefer a fragrance that is signature to you. You like to wear the same scent every day so you don't even have to think about it or mix it up. Here's what's noteworthy. This fragrance has sweet lychee, marzipan musk, which is a warm almondy musk, and then it also has rose petals. It's very feminine. My next tip will help you prolong your scent throughout the day. Did you know that hydrated skin holds fragrance longer? But when you use a perfumed body lotion or cream, you actually help the scent smell softer and then last longer throughout the day. When Mrs. Estée Lauder was creating this next fragrance, she said, I want a fragrance that makes the person who wears it feel like they are the most beautiful person in the room. And she actually named it that. Introducing Beautiful. Who wears this? You do, if you like to be noticed. You also love flowers. In fact, you've never smelled a flower you didn't love. What's noteworthy with Beautiful? Freesia, magnolia, orange blossom, sage, vetiver. It's said to be like a bouquet of 1,000 flowers. My tip for you here is that you can actually control the way your scent smells on you, whether you mist it in the air and then walk through it, or you decide to spray it directly on your body. If that's your preference, you want to make sure to avoid jewelry as well as delicate garments like silk. And I always recommend 5 sprays above the waist. So both wrists, behind each ear, and then the back of the neck, so that when someone gives you a hug, they can smell you. Introducing Estée Lauder Pleasures. So when you think about fragrances that you love, do you ever describe them as clean and fresh? Then Pleasures is for you. The vibe is carefree, playful, definitely go with the flow. It's so appropriately named because it's absolutely pleasurable and loved by everyone. Here's what's noteworthy. Bay rose, peony, dewy green top notes, and a little bit of patchouli. This fragrance smells like flowers after a spring rain. Here's a fragrance tip for the home. When you're making your bed in the morning, take this clean, fresh scent and spritz your sheets. At nighttime, when you pull back the covers, you'll be so thankful you did. It's just like falling into a light, airy, watery scent. My last fragrance is Estée Lauder's first, Youth Dew. I love the feminine silhouette of this bottle. Who wears this? You do, if you want to be remembered. This is an intense, intoxicating scent. So what's noteworthy with Youth Dew? Spices for days, muguet, lavender, and patchouli. My last tip for you is where you can get creative. Did you know that you can actually layer more than one scent to create something completely unique as you? I especially like to do that with Youth Dew. Youth Dew is an intense, powerful fragrance. So I take the spiciness of Youth Dew and then pair it up with the warm coconut of Bronze Goddess, and it's my own creation. You can also take fragrances that are light, like a citrus, and pair that up with a light floral. I promise you, as you try layering fragrances, you're gonna love the ritual of applying your perfume every day. I loved sharing my passion with my top 5 favorite fragrances from Estée Lauder. I hope everyone has a sensational holiday.